Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Behind me is the LE trim. There is 5 trims you could choose from, but the LE trim is the sportiest Outlander Sport you could buy. So let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood there is a 2.0 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. This engine is connected to a CVT transmission, and this engine produces 148 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are 23 in the city, 29 highway, and 26 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2023 Outlander Sport. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And it does have a few options, and the price with destination is $28,415. If you guys are curious about the color is called Sunshine Orange, and it does look pretty good on this Outlander Sport. And by the way, there is 8 colors you could choose on this Outlander Sport, and I personally think this color looks good. It does stand out, and by the way, it is a $400 option. There is 5 trims you could choose on this Outlander Sport. There is the E, ES, LE, SE, and then the GT. The GT has a different engine. It does have a 2.4 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. All the other trims will have a 2.0. Coming to the front, I think the front end looks good. It is basically a baby Outlander. For the headlights, the high and low beam are LED, fog lights are LED, but the only thing that is not LED in the front are the turn signal indicators, and honestly they kind of look like they are LED. They're nice and bright. I love the chrome right here in the front, and the grille is finished in flat black. Mitsubishi logo is finished in chrome. But for a trim that adds gloss black mirrors and gloss black rims, I really wish that everything right here in the front was finished in gloss black. So all the flat black and all the chrome should have been gloss black. I think the front end would have looked really nice, but I love the way how the grille looks like. There's a really nice design to it, and in the bottom there is a bottom grille. Fog lights are underneath the turn signal indicators. They are LED, as I said. But yeah, overall I think the front end looks nice and sporty, but again, I really wish that everything right here in the front was finished in gloss black. Here is a side view of this Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, and this SUV competes against the Honda HR-V, Toyota Corolla Cross, and the Hyundai Kona. And there is a lot of small compact SUVs like this Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, but this one actually has a decent amount of space, definitely much bigger than the Kona. Side view looks alright, nothing crazy about the side view, and most of the SUVs in this segment, they don't have a nice side view. And by the way, the LE Outlander Sport is the sportiest Outlander Sport you could buy, so it does have the gloss black rims and the gloss black mirrors. The window trims are finished in flat black. I really wish they were finished in gloss black, just to give the side view a little bit of a sportier look. On the fender there is a turn signal indicator. For the rims, they look good. The size is 225, 55, 18, and yeah, overall I think the side view looks good. Nothing too crazy, nothing too aggressive, as I said. And by the way, this Outlander Sport does not have a sunroof. I really wish it had a sunroof for $28,000 with destination. And the ground clearance on this Outlander Sport is 8.5 inches, and honestly getting in and out of this SUV is very easy. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Outlander Sport. Here is the back of this Outlander Sport, and it does look very nice from the back. It is nice and sporty, and by the way, the Sunshine Orange looks amazing when the sun is hitting it. And I just want to mention something before I forget. You could actually get this Outlander Sport with rear parking sensors as an option and a rear spoiler. If you guys add the rear spoiler, which is $350 options, it will add a very nice look to the back of this Outlander Sport. And there is a good amount of options and things you could add to this Outlander, which is nice. For the taillights, they have a really nice look to them. Not everything back here is LED. Running light is LED, brake light is LED, and the reverse is LED. But the only thing that is not LED are the turn signal indicators. So the front turn signal indicators and the back are halogen. And there is a limited edition badge all the way to the right, and the Outlander Sport badge to the left. It is finished in chrome. The backup camera is located actually to the left, it's not in the middle. And There is a wiper right here with the all-wheel drive badge, and in the bottom there is actually a very nice design. I think Mitsubishi did a great job with the design in the back. It does look very nice and sporty. Of course, those fends are fake, but I personally think they look very good. I love the way how the reflectors look like. They are located all the way in the bottom. Diffuser has a really nice design to it. Again, guys, everything looks very nice and sporty in the back of this Outlander. Here is the key of this Outlander Sport. I don't like the fact that Mitsubishi is using a key to turn on the SUV. I really wish it was push to start for $25,000 with the few accessories and options it has, and destination. The price is $28,000. So for $28,000, I don't think that's acceptable. So I think Mitsubishi should just put push to start. Anyways, this key has 3 buttons on it: lock, unlock, and a panic button. To open the lift gate, there's only one way, and it is from back here. So there is a button right underneath the Mitsubishi logo. Lift gate opens nice and quick. It is very, very light. By the way, there is a handle up there, and inside there is actually a very good amount of space for a small SUV like this Outlander Sport. The cargo floor is a little bit on the higher side, and the loading floor is a tiny bit high compared to other SUVs, but I think that's completely fine. By the way, there is this privacy cover that goes up and down with the lift gate. There's some storage places on the left and right. There's a halogen light right here on the right. Nothing on the left. There is 4 tie downs, by the way. And you could drop those seats down. Let me go ahead and show you what's underneath. Underneath there is a spare tire with the jack, and the jack tools are around this spare tire. Alright, so I just dropped the seats down, and with the seats down there is a ton of space in this Outlander Sport, and it's kind of hard to see with this privacy cover, but there is a lot of space. And by the way, dropping the seats down is very easy. It's kind of hard to do it from back here because of this privacy cover, but it is very easy to drop the second row down. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel has an okay design to it. This top portion right here is finished in a soft material. The armrest is finished in cloth. It is nice and soft. So this is that synthetic rubber material, which is nice and soft. I like the chrome, and the armrest is soft. As I said, it is finished in cloth. I really like this textured plastic right here. Window switches, mirror controls, everything looks very basic. This is not a luxury brand. And the front, the driver window is automatic up and down. Door handle feels very light, nice and solid, finished in chrome. And in the bottom there is actually a decent amount of space for a small SUV like this. I think the Kona has barely any space. And here is a speaker. This Outlander Sport has 4 speakers. This is finished in plastic. This is plastic, which is completely fine. And for the seats, they're nice and comfortable. Design looks alright, but I love the red stitching on this LE trim. Seats are not powered. I really wish they were powered, but I think that's fine. Well, let's go ahead and move inside this Outlander, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Interior looks alright. Seating position is actually very good. The seats are nice and comfortable, and seeing out of this SUV is actually very, very good. The windows are nice and big. Seeing out of the back is perfect, and the side mirrors are massive on this Outlander. As I said, guys, this Outlander Sport competes against the Kona, the HR-V, Corolla Cross, and seating position is actually a little bit on the higher side, or I should say the SUV is a little bit higher than the competitors. I think the Kona has the least amount of ground clearance, and you do feel like you're sitting very low in the Kona, but the seating position here is perfect. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather. I love the red stitching, but steering wheel design could be a little bit better, I think. Right here on the left, there is the mode, the seat buttons, volume controls, phone controls, and voice command. And on the right, there is the cruise control. This one has the lane keeping assist and emergency braking. It doesn't have any of the safety features like steering assist, adaptive cruise control. Gauges look very basic, very easy to understand. The font is nice and big, and there's an info button right here that will change between a few things in the LCD screen. And right here on the left, there is the headlight controls, turn signal controls, fog light controls, and this button right here. This is for the automatic high beam. On the right, there is the wiper controls for the front and back, and as you guys see, doesn't have push to start. For 25,000 starting price, I think it should have had push to start, but sadly it has a key. Vent actually looks good. It is nice and solid. I love the gloss black. There is a tweeter right there, and down here there's two buttons, lane keeping assist and the emergency braking. And vents look good. Those middle vents, or this whole section right here, they have gloss black around them. Even the screen surrounding is finished in gloss black. I really like this gray trim around the screen. This screen is an 8-inch screen. Let's go back home. And the system, it's not my favorite. I think Mitsubishi should work on their system. It's nice and responsive, but I'm just not a big fan of the graphics and how the way everything looks like. There is a volume knob and a tune knob. Some shortcuts down here, which is nice to access things very quick, like media and a phone. But yeah, as I said, it is nice and responsive, but I really wish the graphics were a little bit better because this looks very, very old. Here is the emergency light button, and climate controls are very easy to use, very basic. They are one zone climate control, by the way. Modes, fan, and there is the temperature. It does have an automatic function. And the switches, buttons, everything feels alright. Nothing fancy, nothing too premium. Heated seats in this LE trim, high and low for the passenger and driver. Traction control and a 12-volt. 2 USB Type A's right here in the front. There is one Type C in the back and one Type A, so there is 3 Type A's and 1 Type C. Total of 4 USBs in this LE trim. A little bit of storage place in the bottom. Here is the all-wheel drive button. If you click this button right here, it will display in the small screen. So there is 2-wheel drive, which is front-wheel drive, and then there is 4-wheel drive automatic, and then there's 4-wheel drive lock. So lock means all wheels will spin at the same time. And here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission. I love the red stitching, and this right here is actually very, very soft. It is wrapped in leather, and here is the shifter. It does have that design to it. Not a big fan of that. There is a low gear right here, and here is the handbrake. I love the way how the handbrake looks like. I love the red stitching. 2 cup holders, nice and big. Let me actually go ahead and show you the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is alright, but it is nice and wide, and when you turn the steering, the lines do not move. And as I said, the cup holders are nice and big. The armrest is a little bit on the harder side, but does have a little bit of softness to it. I really wish there was some red stitching on it. Inside, there is an okay space. Most of the SUVs in this segment don't have a lot of space. There is a 12-volt inside, which is nice. So there is 2 12 volts here. And by the way, this is actually nice and soft. Not extremely soft, but does have some softness. This right here is plastic. This is plastic, which is completely fine. The rear view mirror is a little bit on the bulky side. I really wish the bezels were a little bit thin, but that's fine. It does have auto dimming function. There is halogen lights, which is expected. And there's a switch in the middle for the doors to basically keep the lights off when the doors are open. This is finished in hard material. There is good sized mirror, but I really wish there was a light right here, and you could put some cards inside of this thing right here. And by the way, this visor does not extend. I really wish it did, but the inside looks all right, but I think the outside looks better. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back of this Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front, and this top portion right here is finished in plastic, which is completely fine. A lot of car companies cheap out back here on the back door panel. This is finished in plastic, but the plastic they're using is nice and solid. It's not empty or cheap. Here is the armrest, nice and soft, just the same as the front, more of that textured plastic. And here is the door handle, finished in chrome, window switch, back speaker, but there is no storage place in the bottom of this door. I really wish there was a storage place in the bottom. I think there is a good amount of space to put maybe one bottle holder storage. I think there is a good amount of space. I think there is some space to be able to put a storage for a small bottle. Back seats, there is an okay amount of legroom, definitely better than the competitors, and I love the fact that the seats are a little bit high. Headroom is very good, and by the way, you could drop those seats down as I showed you. This is nice and soft, not extremely soft, but does have some softness to it. Two cup holders, nice and big. Back here there is one USB type C, one USB type A. There is no air vents back here, which is completely fine. And that's how the front of this Mitsubishi Outlander looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport LE. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Moody here at Mitsubishi of Hartford. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.